welcome to episode 186 of the Field of Geeks podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Steve.
Oh, Megan's not here. Dang it.
Supposed to link to Timbuktu again. Oh, damn it. I should have said anything.
I got force choked for the last couple of days, so Bill's going to be kind, and everyone else, of course, and lead this ship as I try not to throw up too much on the side, if you will.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good segue. This podcast is sponsored by Ludens. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody eats those anymore.
I bought those for my kids. They're pretty much candy. Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, pretty much are.
I'm sick, Dad. Shut up.
Have some sugar.
They're lifesavers.
All right, so recurring segment on this show that unfortunately we pretty much had to do every episode now. The rest in peace section. We just lost a couple great performers. We lost Everett Godfrey not too long ago here. Stand-up comedian, actor known for Saturday Night Live, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Aladdin, various roasts on Comedy Central. Yeah, tremendous loss. I think I saw shortly after he passed away, somebody sent me a picture of, I think it was Alyssa, sent me a picture of Bob Saget, Louis Anderson, and Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, I saw
together. That. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Way too young.
Yeah.
So what did he actually die of? Was it like cancer or something like that? Or?
It was like I think a muscle degenerative disease. Oh gosh, I'm not sure the proper way to say it, but I think it was kind of missed and caught like kind of too late. So it was kind of a sudden thing, I believe. But yeah, that was a huge bummer to hear. Yeah, he's always been out there in our lifetimes, you know, with Aladdin and Problem Child. Remember the Problem Child movies?
Oh, yes.
I used to spend every weekend with him on USA Up All Night.
Yes, of course.
Hoping to see some titties, but
yeah, was that a myth or was that real?
He was always there with me. I never saw any boobs.
I didn't either. I think it was probably a gimmick. Like, we'll get these kids to tune in.
That and Silk Stockings, which was also on USA.
Yes.
They did nothing but tease me my entire
that whole intro teased you.
Childhood.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't aware that HBO.
It's
I knew HBO
no USA.
But
yeah, wow. USA.
Oh, USA, not HBO.
Yep.
Man.
You missed out.
But they all have smut, though, right? I don't know.
It was like Cinemax, but no nudity. Just a big tease for young kids.
I only ever really recall him from Aladdin. When I saw that was posted, I immediately Aladdin.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm young.
And the Affleck duck.
Yeah, he was the Affleck duck until he got fired from that or something.
Yeah.
Was that a Me Too thing or what was going on?
No, it was an insensitive joke about the tsunami, I think, at the time. I can't really remember what it was, but
he always had a
he risked it.
He had a history of like offensive jokes. Like I think maybe within a week of 9/11 he made a joke about it.
Yep.
He was also famous for the aristocrats joke.
Yeah.
Which is just beyond dirty.
Oh my God. I listened to it. I'm like, holy shit. This is crazy.
They even did an entire movie.
Oh, they
based
did?
on that.
Oh my God.
Where it's different comics. Bob Saget, I think, was also involved in it. Where it was different comics discussing it and telling the joke, and it was pretty entertaining.
He took it up a notch.
I thought you were talking about the Aristocats for a second.
Oh no. Yeah, it was another.
It was his cut of the film.
No. There is nudity in that movie, though.
The Aristocats?
Yeah. There's a dirty calendar in the background.
What?
I mean, Disney Plus has probably edited it out.
Oh, I'm sure.
But back in the day in VHS,
Oh,
the original release. Like they had I think it was Aristocrats or Aristocats.
quick segue. Sorry,
remember.
you just reminded me about Disney and what they do with films, with what a lot of people are gonna, or what a lot of studios are doing with films, especially when they're just on streaming. They took out Spider-Man when he's fighting Randy Savage, his fake character Bonesaw. They took out the part where he says, "Nice outfit. Did your husband make that for you?" Did you guys hear about that? Yeah, they took that out.
No.
Yeah. Because it's homophobic, I guess. So, yeah. But anyway, sorry. That reminded me of when you said change. Just a nice little segue. Sorry.
Fuck you, Disney. Anyway.
Well, I finally got my wife to start watching the Punisher series, and that seems untouched so far, which is good.
Right. Thankfully.
Yeah, it's weird what they decided to like keep in and what they decided to take out. But,
it's always been strange. Yeah.
I mean, the LeFou scene is still in Beauty and the Beast, and that was like, my God, that created a shitstorm when that was coming out. So
right.
But anyway, great talent. To be sorely missed.
Yes.
Way too young.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, that seems to be kind of the case with a lot of the SNL comics. Is they're gone way before their time. And, at least it wasn't like I don't know if he did any partying back in the day, if that contributed to it, but
right, yeah.
At least it wasn't like an overdose or something like that.
Of course, yeah. He was on SNL for a short period of time, and I think he was on Stern and said like his time there he did not like it. It was just terrible, I guess. And if you look at some old clips of him on SNL, he looks so young. It's like it's just kind of jaw dropping how different he looks back then. And yeah, I think his voice wasn't quite Gilbert Gottfried, we know back then. I think he was still, tweaking that.
I think he kind of developed the screech after a while, because like even the Howard Stern interviews, he kind of has like more of he still has that kind of Gilbert Gottfried sound to him, but he's not like Howard Stern.
Right.
Like yelling every line that he says.
Yes.
I loved him on the roast. He was always so funny on those.
Yes, he was.
Oh, yes. Was it the Donald Trump roast where they had Marley Matlin on there?
Oh, no.
And he was like, I'll take over the duties of translating or something like that.
Oh, no.
Just hilarious.
I I don't remember which one it was, but where he followed Ice-T, and he's like, Ice-T stole my jokes. And he like goes on about like white motherfuckers for like 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
I had an opportunity to meet him years back at a con. His line was sadly not busy at all, and I just felt an obligation to go up there, but I just didn't really want the autograph. I hate to say it, but I didn't, and I was like, I could have had a little chat with him, but
you could have just gotten the autograph and then threw it away.
Yeah, but you had to pay for
it. Right in front of him, just trash it right in front of him.
Rip. Well, thanks, Gilbert. That was great.
Adam Sandler's funnier and throw it away. That's not true. Anyway.
Yes, you'll be missed.
Very much so. Liz Sheridan also recently passed away.
Yes.
Which I don't know too much about her because I'm not a Seinfeld fan. She was Jerry's mother?
Yes.
On the series?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. She played his mom the whole time because they did recast the parents, I think, in the very beginning. So I think she was always his mom on that show. That's really all I knew her from. I guess she was on Alf for a little bit. And I guess she dated James Dean before he got famous. So.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, right. Unfortunate. But yeah, I think she's the last parent to go off that show. Yeah, they're all gone now. So, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Jerry Stiller is. Yeah, he passed away.
Yes,
ago,
he was. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I feel old when all these people are going. It's like, stop it.
Oh, I know it. Well, I saw this is totally off topic, but I saw a one of those "You Feel Old Yet" posts on Facebook, and Bug's Life came out 23 years ago.
Oh gosh.
And I
used to watch that so much growing up.
I remember working in Target when that came out on video, and people were like, "Oh my God, Bug's Life!"
You're probably so tired of hearing that.
That was, oh my God. Anyway,
yeah. I mean, the Pixar animation's come a long ways too.
Yeah. Moving on to somebody else we love to talk about, on the show, Ezra Miller.
Yay, again.
He was arrested again for throwing a chair at a woman. Or
Awesome.
something. What did he do? He threw a chair at somebody.
Yeah, in protest, because he was at a residence, I think they were having a party or something, and they were stupid enough to invite his ass, and he threw a chair because he was getting taken out, and he wasn't targeting the woman, but it did hit a woman, so, yeah.
This day is something else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to piss away your career. And, right now they're having the CinemaCon Expo. And so Warner Brothers, they're pretty much, they're talking about the Flash film and stuff. And they've shown some clips and all that, but they have not brought his name up at all. Which is a given. But
the guy's like pulling a full Charlie Sheen without having the clout behind it.
Yeah. He's just bonkers. Yeah. Needs to be in a straitjacket. Right.
So have they said anything about like pushing back the movie, anything like that?
No, they have pushed it back. Now, some people are suggesting that they should reshoot or replace him with a digital actor, which I think all that's bullshit. I think they should just let the movie stand. I guess that was my question for the group. What do you guys think of all this? Should they recast him? Should he get help? And you should get help either way.
Let it come out. I think the movie has enough hype behind it to carry it without it being like picketed.
Right.
Or something like that. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be like, oh no, Ezra Miller's in this.
Nope.
Ban this movie.
I'm happy to ignore it. I'll just see the movie.
He's not, at least in the kind of the social circles that I travel in, he's not a household name.
No.
Like a Charlie Sheen already was.
Yeah.
I don't think there'd be any need to recast it because sorry, Ezra, not really anybody knows who you are.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see any need to recast him. Just let the movie come out already.
Well, the thing is, he had a lot of clout, and that's why it's been so long. Is because he didn't like any of the scripts, and he was actually going to write a script at one point, and the studio was like letting this happen. And so they fired a lot of directors, and they finally got this new guy who did the It films, and it looks good from what I've seen, and it's promising and stuff. But yeah, he basically won in the long run, and we got the Michael Keaton to come back. I don't think that was the original idea, and now he's just pissing away his career. And he already was out for promoting the latest Fantastic Beasts film he's in. And so that's 2 productions now that you really can't say his name around. And Warner Brothers doesn't really seem to be doing anything in the public eye, not taking it too seriously. Yeah.
Which is odd because so they did like some con thing, which I'm sure we'll get into.
Yes, we will.
A little bit later in the show, but didn't Zack Snyder come forward and say he was going to do a second Justice League movie, or he wanted to?
I don't
something like that.
Know if that's been confirmed. That might just be a rumor. I hope it to be true, but so far CinemaCon has not. I don't think they have announced anything like that. He is still doing his Star Wars knockoff. I say that in a good way. I'm not trying to dog him or anything, but he's doing like a Star Wars like film for Netflix, I believe. So he's pretty busy. So I don't know if these new owners of Warner Brothers who came over from Discovery, if they're going to want to continue, but from the footage anyway, from The Flash, they are honoring Snyder's look, at least with the past characters we've seen. So it's kind of an open book. Like maybe he'll come back somehow, some way. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm not 100%, but I'd be for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a Snyder fan. I think you should stay away.
That's okay too. They need to do something, man. At least keep Henry Cavill as Superman. Like, what a waste.
I'm all for that. I'm just not a fan of his oversaturation of colors or rather bleeding colors out. So making black and white movies, I'm not a.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not a fan when it's a Justice League movie.
And I think his Justice League was good. He did release it in some ratio that I'm not crazy about. I don't know if anyone who's seen it here have noticed it, but it's like a box cut. You know, like you have letterbox. Yeah, it's like a box. It's weird.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, not really my taste, but I did enjoy his 4-hour extravaganza, Justice League. But yeah, we'll see if that happens. But yeah, the Flash I think is going to dictate a lot of future. You know, with the DC EU, of course, the other ones too.
So I haven't watched it for a while, so I don't even know if it's still a thing. Is the Flash TV series still a thing, or is that done?
Nope, I think it got renewed for one more season, I believe. I think it's season 9. So I have not watched any of that for a long time.
I haven't watched it for a long time, but I like that actor that they had cast.
Oh yeah,
the Flash.
A lot of people talked that hey, they could replace him with him. I don't.
That's what I'm. Like I said, I don't think they need to replace him, but if on a go-forward basis, if they wanted to, I think it'd be easy enough to.
I'm for replacing on. Yeah, let the film just let it be the way it is, because that's the other thing. You could replace it digitally, you could reshoot, but that's been shown to be a mess. You know the Whedon Justice League, for instance, and to get those performances out of Keaton and everything, I don't think charisma would really match up. You know, with a digital actor being thrown in there. It's just, I hope they don't touch it. Like just put it out the way it is. It's like,
yeah, I mean, I don't think they need to recast it or anything like that. If anything, you know,
they should just say themselves, we're paying his therapy bills. Yeah.
I mean,
it's tragic. It's stupid, but yeah.
I genuinely hope, though. I mean, like, all joking aside, I genuinely hope that whatever's going on with him, he gets.
Yeah.
Kind of
seriously.
Around. I mean, he's young. He's got time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps it up, he could wind up dead for sure, or hurting or killing someone. Who knows? I don't know how far he's going to go.
He picks the wrong fight with the wrong person, and he's one punch away from being in a coma.
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't know. I just hope he doesn't go like full meltdown like Amanda Bynes or something like that.
Right.
You know, just hopefully he figures out whatever's going on with him.
Right.
At some point.
A lot of people
he's got potential to be like, I almost kind of saw him as like a DC Tom Holland.
Yeah.
At some point. And then all this stuff started happening, and it's just like, man, he's just way too problematic for anybody to get behind him right now.
Yeah, something's up, but yeah, from what a lot of people think, he's surrounded by a lot of yes people, so that might be why he's not getting the help he needs, you know.
That's probably a lot of it. Kind of the same thing with like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
He surrounded himself with a lot of like people like, oh no, man, you're good. Like, we got your back. Like, do what you want to do, kind of thing.
Yeah. Just in a janitor bucket. Yeah.
They're called believers.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, believers. Anyway, so we've got some great news.
Yeah.
For Field of Geeks fans out there, we're all looking forward to this. Des Moines Comic-Con is coming to Hbo Hall on May 21st and 22nd. And so far, I think Josh and myself have gotten press passes for it.
Yes.
So looking forward to that. Going to be there all weekend.
But I hope to get the whole team there. So
yeah, we hope to get as many people there as possible, of course. They've got a tremendous amount of guest talent that's going to be there. A lot of comic book artists, cosplayers, voice talent. A couple notable ones we've got on there. Kel Mitchell from Kenan and Kel, Good Burger, Dancing with the Stars, all that. Big Nickelodeon star.
Yeah.
That was Nickelodeon. Yeah. He's going to be there. Will Friedle was just recently added.
Hell yeah.
So he was the older brother on Boy Meets World, and of course Girl Meets World. I think he played the same character on that too.
Yep.
The voice of Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond, and I'm not sure who he voiced in Kim Possible, but he worked on that as well, didn't he?
Yep, sure did. Yeah, that's exciting.
We should do like a live podcast from on site.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See, that's what I'd love to do, especially if we have the potential for interviews, because another guest that's going to be there is the original Red Ranger, Austin St. John. So nice. I would love the opportunity to geek out and interview him. I've actually, to tell everybody how much of a nerd I am, I've actually been writing down interview questions to ask him.
That's great.
And And aside from doing Power Rangers, the guy he's been tremendously impactful on a lot of people's lives. He's done a lot of things with martial arts. He even was a medic in the Middle East for a little while. Didn't actually join the army, but he assisted. So
wow, that's cool.
I mean, he's done a lot of like really cool stuff, and I'd just be really excited to kind of pick his brain about the series. I've been, of course, a fan of Power Rangers since I was a kid.
Sure.
So that would be pretty cool for me.
That's that'd
be sweet.
Very exciting.
I think even I don't have it pulled up in front of me right now, but the one of the animators from like some of the classic Hanna-Barbera type stuff is going to be there. Like he did like the Batman and Robin type stuff.
Oh, cool.
Like He-Man and stuff like that. And then there's, a bunch of voice actors from anime and cartoons and stuff like that. So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that. We are going to be there all weekend. So if you see anybody walking around with a Field of Geeks shirt, say hi.
Yeah, we're getting those made, and maybe some other merch, maybe a booth. We're not sure yet. We're still talking it over, but we'll at least be there. So
yeah,
that'll be great. I was actually supposed to be in DC that weekend, but I'm not going to be now. So
fantastic.
There you go.
I'll definitely be around.
Hell yeah, man! No, it should be a good time. It's always fun and. Good networking opportunity. We got a lot of podcasters in the Des Moines area we can talk to, and just fans of all the stuff we like, and hopefully fans of the show. So we didn't hire security, so hopefully it won't be too bad. A little ego trip there.
We can hire Mitch to be our security.
There you go.
He can dress up in his limo driving outfit.
Yes, he should bring us to the con in a limo.
I've got from when I work security, I do have an earpiece. It doesn't have to be plugged into anything.
Yeah.
Just as long as he's wearing it.
Oh, yeah, it just looks official. Yeah, just shove it in. Yep. Just like right this way. Yep.
Yeah.
No, but that would be exciting, man.
Some dark glasses you can wear.
Oh, yeah.
With the beard and everything, too, I think he'd be pretty intimidating.
I bet he would.
Moving on to movies. The Batman is on HBO Max.
Hell yeah!
I've seen it three times, and it's still so good.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know. I've been waiting to buy it on Blu-ray so I can wear it out like I did with No Way Home. But there's also a sequel in the works.
Yep, just got announced at the CinemaCon. Yep, which that was kind of a no-brainer because it was super successful and
it was, and I'm so glad that. Robert Pattinson's coming back to the sequel too. I mean, I figured they probably wouldn't do it without him, but
right.
And I think he was. I don't know if he was contractually obligated for that, but I think he was on board to do 3 of them.
Makes sense. Three's a good number. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a trilogy. You've done it with everything else so far.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Not
including Joel Schumacher, Tim Burton, but.
What villain? We have no idea what's gonna go down, but what villains do you guys hope they could maybe bring into this movie or the third movie? I guess
I'm hoping for Mr. Freeze.
Yes,
just because I'd love to see Mark Strong play Mr. Freeze.
Yes. Yep. Approved.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board with Mr. Freeze. I think he would be an excellent choice. It'd be nice to see what they can do or how they can develop Colin Farrell's Penguin character,
right?
To be more of a threat, especially if he's got kind of a bone to pick with Batman at this point. So I'm interested to see what they could do with that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of what other like more absurd type characters that they could introduce and keep it realistic.
When I think of like realistic Batman villains, there's 2 that have always come to mind, and one would be Victor Zsasz, which they've used before, but like as kind of a background character. And the other would be Professor Pig. I think either one of those would fit the like tone that they set up with the first one, with like the Riddler kind of being a Zodiac killer kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't see them going like full Joker with the second one. I think that's more of a third movie kind of thing. But.
Now, with the style that they've already got it going, Two-Face could be really scary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That would definitely be good, especially if like, Harvey Dent just, got hired as a district attorney. He's, busting heads, pisses off the wrong person. All of a sudden, he's the guy you have to, the dynamic of that would be great.
Right. Yeah, that would be good. Well, you think Catwoman would come back?
Zoe Kravitz is confirmed to come back for it.
Okay.
So somehow she's going to be involved.
She's just a town away, right? In the movie? Isn't that all she...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she... Ooh. Yeah, that reminds me. She said she was possibly going to Bloodhaven.
Yes.
So maybe...
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Is that Court of Owls?
It's too... I don't know. Court of Owls would be cool, but that's almost like...
Its own movie, or own... set of films.
I would love to see Court of Owls.
Yeah. So much they could do.
That's almost a 4-hour movie. I mean, that's complex.
I mean, it's possible though. I mean, this one was it wasn't 3, was it?
Yeah, it was like 2.5, wasn't it?
I think it was
45.
3.
Was it 3?
I think it was close.
Or close to it.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was like maybe 2:55 or. It was close to it.
Make it a little longer. It's cool. Hey, I'm fine with it. That was my dream, when we had the superhero film, especially when you didn't feel like there was enough. Like, I remember X3, I was like, oh man, I wish we had like a 3-hour X-Men movie, and then before you know it, they're all that now, kind of.
Brett Ratner's shadow over your dreams.
Yeah, exactly. I got out of that thing. I'm like, it felt like it was 90 minutes. Maybe it was. And I was like, man, they just like destroyed everything I loved about this franchise. Like, they killed everybody. Ooh, that's fun.
They killed every character from the 90s that I loved.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah. Big bummer.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, they could do a 4-hour film.
Honestly,
it's pushing it, but
honestly, I'd love to see them signed on for another 6 movies.
Yeah, that's the thing. That 3 is not enough, but I mean, I don't know. Unless he already has his plan set in motion. I don't see, like, with as grounded as they made the first one. Yeah.
I can't see them doing, like, I mean, granted, Mr. Freeze kind of falls into this category, but like going ridiculous, like Clayface or...
See, I would love Clayface, yeah.
Like that.
That's what...
Like, that would be a little more far-fetched, but as long as they don't, like, throw, like, 4 villains in there...
That's kind of why I was excited for the Affleck verse, is because his was going to embrace, I think, the supernatural, because he was already going up against, Doomsday, if you call it Doomsday, and Superman. Like, his world, you could easily see any character. Man-Bat, that would be great. Clayface, yeah. Mr. Freeze. But yeah, if they bring in Mr. Freeze in this, it's probably going to be, like he just freezes his victims. He's got no ailment, I guess. I don't know. I mean, unless he'll go there, maybe he will.
You can still do the whole thing with like him having to be in like some sort of cryogenic suit.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's not like too like Iron Man-y.
It'd be like a blood disorder or something. Yeah.
Like something that would be, I mean, Riddler was grounded in reality. He went to a military surplus store and got his outfit.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Victor Freeze could work for the military or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just don't make it too like fantastical. I don't think we need to go that route.
Right.
I mean, Deathstroke was supposed to be in the the Affleck Batman, so maybe we'll get to see him at some point.
We'll get there someday. I
still think Joe Manganiello would be phenomenal to see as Deathstroke.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll use him for something. If not that, he's capable of being pretty much anything if he wants it or if they want him. But
and with the success they've had with Peacemaker, I mean,
right.
Kind of the sky's the limit, as long as they don't do like what Sony's doing with the Spider-Man villains.
Right.
It's like everybody has to have their own standalone movie now.
Yeah.
Continuing on with movies, Fast and the Furious 10 got its title reveal, and I'm very disappointed that it's not Fast 10 Your Seatbelts.
Instead, it's an X-Men movie.
It's like,
It's Fast X.
Xavier.
Or it could still be pronounced Fast 10. Who knows?
How about fast forward?
Fast forward. Fast forward to the end of this fucking franchise.
Yes, please.
Anyway.
I echo that.
Yeah.
Family.
I don't know. Usually I say sky's
the budget.
Not only that, but like, where are they going to go from here? They've been to space.
God.
Have they really been to space?
Well,
I mean, they did briefly broke orbit.
Yeah.
I have admittedly not seen a Fast and Furious movie since I think maybe 6 or 7 was the last one I watched.
Yeah, it's just it's live action cartoons now. They can do anything like superhuman. Like Vin Diesel stomped concrete and broke it. Like, and just the way they jump off cars and catch people, it's like, oh, for fuck's sakes! Like he did how Indy's kid and Indiana Jones, Crystal Skull did the swinging on the vines. Like Vin Diesel swung a car on a vine in 9. 9 actually was, a lot of people were like turned away from. I'm like, really? It took this to get you turned away? Like, I already turned away after 5 because I was like, that is fucking fake as shit. Like, I just can't.
Well, like, it's also one of those franchises where I couldn't tell you what happens in which movie. Like, no idea. Other than I think I remember the second one is just him and like Paul Walker and Tyrese.
Yeah.
Fast 5 is great, and after that, it's like, and also after that, they have saved the world countless times. There's always some satellite. They got to go drive somewhere, parachute with the cars. I mean, you name it. It's
thing from the bad guy.
Yes, they got a hacker who's getting into the mainframe. Paul Walker's going to jump on this thing and fight people, and then they're going to take him out of the franchise, and I think they're bringing him back. So I thought 10 was it, but I guess there's 11, and then it's done because let's stop at 11. So whatever.
Well, and I've heard that they want to go. Somebody wanted to go back to like the roots of like the first few movies with like the street racing and stuff like that. I mean, from here, where do you go? Time travel? Oh,
yeah.
No. Don't give them that idea.
They're not going to make as much money going back to the basics. I mean, if the first one is so much removed from what they do now, they were stealing DVD players from cars, and
oh my gosh, I remember.
And it's so dumb. Yeah. If you look back at the film, when those truckers get hijacked, those fuckers could just swing into those Honda Civics, those trucks, and just level them. Like, how are they stopping these big rigs? Like, and I've just seen some of it. I'm like, oh my god, this is always stupid, but whatever.
I feel like you should do a 10-minute rant of this entire season or series.
Oh god,
because I would laugh hysterically at it.
Josh's manifesto about Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him down. I'm taking down the family. Yes. Yeah, but you got Jason Momoa, Brie Larson joined the cast. Woohoo!
Charlize Theron's supposed to be back in it too, I think.
Helen Mirren,
Bruce Willis are gonna Weekend of Bernie's ass on the screen.
Oh, these movies are just crazy.
But even director Justin Lin has exited the project now.
Yeah, just after a few days shooting. Yep.
Yeah. So he cites creative differences. He's going to remain a producer. So don't get your hopes up. It's still going to fucking suck.
Well, he probably wants a decent fight sequence, and you've got 2 actors who refuse to lose a fight on screen. So.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Yeah, The Rock isn't even coming back. Vin Diesel even tried to reach out and say, hey, brother, or whatever the hell how they talk to each other. And The Rock's like, no, I'm good. Fuck off.
You know what would have been the ultimate?
Yeah.
You know what would have been the ultimate middle finger is if he would have gotten Roman Reigns in the movie.
Oh.
They're like related or something. I don't know. That whole family's related. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm just... he looks like Jason Momoa from Wish.com anyway, so...
try not to cough. That's hilarious.
Looking at May 2023 for a release date.
Yeah, man.
And not a single person asked for
I want to like them. I do, but they're just. I feel like whoever watches them, like especially young kids, they're gonna think they can jump off shit and they're gonna die or get hurt really bad. I mean, maybe that's how we get a lot of fail army videos, which I'm fine with, but it's just like
if I had the choice between marathoning the recent Fast and Furious movies and having Fran Drescher narrate me through masturbation, I'd take Fran Drescher. I hope this is the last one, and I don't give a fuck what you do with the franchise after this.
Well, and Diesel's like going to be 60 for long, and he's producing these films. So yeah, when it says creative differences, I'm sure Diesel was like, I got an idea, and the director's like, no, that's dumb. He's like,
there needs to be more Corona in this scene.
Right? Can you CGI out my belly? Like, ugh, I already got enough money.
Learned how to fly like Superman.
Oh, dude.
What if?
Oh,
my car transforms into a giant robot.
That's the crossover, and Jonah will probably just go apeshit. But yeah, they'll become Transformers. That's what they're going to do.
You know what? The shitty thing is I would watch it opening night if that was the case.
Michael Bay's directing 11.
Tyrese gets stepped on by Bumblebee.
Well, we've already got
Get up my car.
There's already a new Transformers movie coming that same summer. So.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Which one to pick?
Well, that's right. The whatever. Yeah.
Rise of the Beasts.
Rise of the Beasts.
I mean, look. I know a lot of people listening probably like the Fast franchise. That's fine. It's just you just turn your brain off and watch it, and they're good popcorn films, I'm sure. But they use the same plot, so I don't know. It's like I said, I want to like them. I own a lot of them. I was gifted quite a bit of them that I didn't want, but I took them anyway. And yeah, I started watching 9 on HBO Max. So there you go out there. Go watch 9 on HBO Max if you'd like to. Waste time. So yeah, I haven't got to the space part scene, but I did YouTube it, and I'm like, oh my God.
For your birthday, Josh, I'm just going to start getting you DVD copies of random Fast and the Furious movies every year.
That or memorabilia.
Oh,
dedicate
God.
a whole room to that.
I'll just give it to Joey. He loves this franchise.
Does he?
Yes. And I'll never be able to debate him on that. I just can't. It won't happen. I'd be like, but physics.
So,
yes.
Moving on to our next movie. The movie that has had the longest, that holds the record for longest time prior to release until releasing a trailer. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. The trailer just came out for Thor.
It took a while to get this trailer. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
What everybody think of it?
I didn't like it the first time I saw it, and so I had to watch it 2 or 3 more times, and then I liked it. To where I'm excited about it.
I'm hyped for it. I'm not real excited to see Russell Crowe, but...
What about Natalie Portman?
Fuck no. Close your mouth. Actually,
hey,
no.
Those arms, come on.
I will say this for her. In the trailer, she at least keeps her fucking mouth closed. Anyway.
Bill,
well, explain, Bill. That might come off wrong, but you say she always has it open, right? When
she always
acting?
has her mouth open. Every single photo you see of the woman, she's got her mouth open like. Duh.
Like, is it like Keira Knightley in the Pirates of the Caribbean series where she's always like half open?
Yeah.
She's got
you know what I'm talking about?
Like she's got her lips stretched down to her fucking neck, and it's like sticking her bottom teeth out.
She's hungry.
Mr. Ed on crack, anyway.
In the trailer we only saw the one scene, or like the one glimpse of her.
And she had her mouth closed. That's why
she's got guns. She's got guns.
Yeah, I mean, if you can carry the franchise with Jane Foster, go for it.
Yeah.
No, this is a one. This will be a one and done.
You think so?
Yeah. She's not gonna. I don't see her carrying the franchise.
I'm excited to see if they actually. So the Thor movies have done a great job of expanding like the cosmic universe, right?
Yeah.
What I really want to see is like Beta Ray Bill.
I was just gonna say that. Give me Thor Frog or Beta Ray Bill to carry the franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to see like them go somewhere different.
Well, they could do it. Yeah.
I mean, you've got nowhere else to go but up for Malekith. But
if you got a freaking raccoon, why not go through those other characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to play a little bit of a role in this. It looks like
that's cool.
Kind of getting Thor on his way. We do get to see New Asgard, and it looks like it's, what are you saying, a tourist attraction?
Yeah, there's cruise ships in the background.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
And they're being pulled by like Pegasi.
Yeah.
The plural is of that. It looks like they're going to get into more of the lore of Asgard, which is kind of neat. I'm excited for it. I mean, the Thor: Love and Thunder was,
Ragnarok,
thank you.
Yeah.
Was really good. I think Taika Waititi does a tremendous job with the franchise.
I know some people had an issue with the humor. I loved the humor in it, and it looks like this one is going to have the same kind of humor.
Yeah.
And so I'm really looking forward to that.
Totally down with the dialogue. I love Thor. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, this looks good.
And what's so funny is because, like, if you look at the early comic book version of Thor, he is the most boring fucking character. And Taika, actually, to his credit, made him an interesting guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of was before that. He had the, like, little quirks and stuff, but...
Well, and they needed that for Ragnarok to rebound from the unforgettably that was the Dark World, because I've seen that movie 3 times and I still couldn't tell you what happens in it. I mean, it was like Star Wars light. It was not good.
Yeah, I mean, it had its moments, but and it came right after. Iron Man 3 came right after Avengers, and then I think that was after after Iron Man 3. So it was kind of riding that Avengers. Fame.
It was like the post-battle of New York fallout kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess if I think about it, like with Iron Man 3, because I mean that one wasn't my favorite, and then the Dark World, that was kind of sort of a dark time for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
it was a little bit. Yeah, and I mean I know there's people that didn't really care for Age of Ultron. It had its moments.
Yes, it did. Yeah, James
Spader as Ultron was perfectly cast.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says about that. Like Ultron.
No, yeah, I agree.
Tremendous.
I agree.
But little background on Jane Foster. So apparently she is diagnosed with advanced breast cancer and is undergoing chemotherapy. However, when she finds herself able to lift the repaired Mjolnir, she is stronger than ever before, and the hammer transforms her into a god.
That's the comic version, so I don't know if they're going to touch that. I have no idea how they're going to tackle that for this. I don't know. Do you think they'll go that dark with that plot?
I don't. I can see it being like.
It doesn't, and
weird.
I haven't read that part of the comics. I mean, I have them. I just haven't read them.
Right.
But doesn't she end up even dying from the cancer?
Possibly, yeah. Because I think that was the idea. It kept her being Thor kept the treatment tame, like it wasn't working. So I think,
right,
yeah.
If she doesn't have the hammer,
right,
and she doesn't have the powers of Thor, then she,
right, yeah. So
it's like putting a pause on the cancer. Like as soon as she lets go of Mjolnir, it just.
Right.
Speeds back up that much more.
Right. So, like that. I mean, they could go there, but that's pretty fucking dark. And I hate for them to joke around something like that, But I get the jokes, how they insert them and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty dark.
If the Disney Plus series that they've done up to this point shows us anything, is that they're willing to take risks.
Yeah.
They could make it a little darker. I mean, they could put some. Consequences on it or something like that.
Right.
As far as like Chris Hemsworth bowing out and her taking over,
yeah,
and being part of the new Avengers, like I don't see that happening. But
I don't know. I mean,
stranger things have happened. I mean,
unless she's doing a couple of appearances like in other films, but I can't imagine her wanting to stay that bulky for a very long time. That's got to be really tough, because she's never put on that much muscle for a part, and that's got to be hell, especially if you're not really into it.
Yeah. It is tough for those of us with this type of physique to maintain it.
Oh God, tell me about it. Have to do 1,000 crunches a day, put a, face peel on, and
bench press 500 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I've got that Patrick Bateman workout going on.
But I mean, she looks great though. I mean, she really bulked up, and I mean, it looks like the comic book character, so it really does look good.
It does look good. I mean,
I like the mask.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth can't do any wrong with Thor at this point. Like, really.
Well, in the beginning, I really wanted his helmet always, and then he got used to it without it. It was nice in Ragnarok. He had it again, sort of, in the Colosseum battle. But that was something I wish they would have kept with the character. But I guess it would have seemed, I don't know. It was probably a pain in the ass to have on because it was the one in the first film was huge. But
yeah,
pretty damn cool. I thought. I wish we could have seen more of it, but we did.
And he purposely wanted to make his physique look like somebody who just came back from, pushing himself beyond his limit to like get back in shape,
right?
Kind of thing. So
yeah,
that part of it. I mean, the little training montage we get to see kind of towards the beginning.
Yeah,
of the trailer.
Oh yeah, with the King Kong's chains.
Yeah. So I mean that part looks cool. I'm sure we're gonna have like an 80s style montage.
That would be awesome
in this movie, especially like he's kind of wearing like kind of 80s ish like pizza delivery boy looking clothes. So
he's got a trucker's hat on. It says like strongest Avenger, I guess. They said he like wrote that on there.
Yeah, it was. So I've seen like a close up of it, and it was, I don't know, it was something where like he took a Avengers hat and crossed out everybody's name but his, and wrote like the strongest Avenger on it or something. So I mean that's kind of cool.
Well, what else is cool is when they show that little boy running. That's his actual son in the beginning. How it showed like teenage Thor and then Thor, and teenage Thor has like a classic look to him from the comics, which it just goes for it. But I thought that was really cool. His son got to do that first version of Thor, and Russell Crowe. We saw him from behind. He had like armor, caught the lightning bolt. He's Zeus. So I don't know how much we'll see of him. It looks like a very comedic take on Zeus because it's like Russell Crowe didn't look like he got in any shape for the part. They just put armor over his gut and like, here you go.
At the same time, though, I mean, Anthony Hopkins didn't get ripped for playing Odin, but he still commanded that presence.
He did. Yeah.
So
he did.
It could work out. Who knows?
I still like that first Thor film, and I like Ragnarok. In Dark World, it had its moments. Yeah, I thought Kenneth Branagh did a good job with the first Thor. It felt like Superman to me at the time, like the whole tunnel. Yeah. The rainbow bridge crossing thing effect. That was cool.
Yeah,
and I like the armor and how the world was made, but this looks great. It looks fun.
I'm not holding my breath for it, but I would like to see if like variant Loki decides to show up.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
That'd be kind of interesting. I don't think that's going to happen, but
right.
There's already a lot going on with this movie. I mean,
I know.
The full cast of the Guardians is in it. Of course, Natalie Portman's in it. Russell Crowe. They've already got so much going on with this movie, but
right.
I'm thinking the Guardians might only be in the first 10-15 minutes of the movie.
That's kind of the impression I got of it too. Is like they're just going to kind of drop them off, and then it's going to be like, yeah, okay,
yeah. There'll probably be like a montage of him not being happy, and then that's when you see that him turn away from him and do his own thing or whatever.
I'm fat because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I'm fat. It's a vicious cycle. Sorry, I farted. Okay, Josh, I'm going to defer to you on this because I have not seen anything on this or really researched it too much. But Michael Keaton's new Batsuit.
Yes. So
some info on that for us.
Yeah, there was an image that leaked a couple weeks back. Not official, but it looks pretty legit. So it matches up with the Batgirl set pics. Basically, the suit's all black, just like the 89. The utility belt's black, which is, I guess, the original design for the 89 suit.
Does it have that like form-fitting kind of look to it, or is it a little more tactical, like Christian Bale's?
No, it's basically just how how Keaton's was. Yeah, it's a little different. It looks pretty good. I mean, it really looks. If you blur your eyes, it's like the same suit. It seems, but
I gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. We actually put out on Twitter a picture. They released it with a white background, so a lot of people put in like different backgrounds for the suit. So I messed with it a little bit, and then we posted a pic on it on Twitter.
Anything Keaton Batman related, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the image is
my number one.
Yeah,
he's my number one favorite Batman of all time.
Number one guy. Yeah,
me
let's
too.
Go.
Yes,
said that before on a previous show.
No, yeah, he was.
I think that was the Ben Affleck debate between Joey and I.
Oh yeah,
where that was said. So
of course.
Okay, so Megan, I'm curious. Where does our Pats fit into your ranking for Batman?
So Michael Keaton to me is OG. So, right. But Robert Pattinson. So I put him second because I'm not a fan of the Ben Affleck. That I don't know. But when Pattinson was doing interviews, he talked a lot about his influence, and actually Michael Keaton came up quite a bit. He mentioned it quite a bit because that is the genre, or that is the generation that we grew up in.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so super happy when he said that, because I feel like when people are like, "Oh, who's your favorite Batman?" I never hear Michael Keaton spoken ever. So that was cool.
I never hear George Clooney come up, but that's whatever. Suck it, Clooney. But yeah, no, I completely agree with that. For years I've had my very strict list of my top 3 Batman actors. Number 1 has always been Michael Keaton. Number 2 has always been Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
And until recently, number 3 was Ben Affleck, just because I was a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises, like the comic book.
Yeah.
And that's what the suit and everything like that reminded me of, like the old grizzled Batman who was like just sick of everyone's shit.
Right.
But I think that number 3 spot got replaced by Robert Pattinson.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that was...
Affleck goes to 4, huh?
That was the Batman I always wanted to see. Oh, he's on the list. I have a list of all of them. I've ranked all of them. I'm just talking about my top 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. I'd have to say my top 3 was definitely Keaton, Conroy, and then probably Will Arnett would be my third.
You know what? For playing a kind of a Batman parody, he is in my top 5 because he brought like the brooding to it.
Yeah. Without
really trying to be brooding. It was just like kind of accidental.
Yeah. No, he was good. But then
he also added the humor into it. So yeah, I loved Lego Batman. My God, that was awesome.
Well, we got some confirmations from CinemaCon footage. They showed the Flash, and there's scenes with Keaton, and he's got mini bat suits, looks like, and he's got a bat cycle. So nice. Pretty cool. And he says his iconic line. He said in '89, he asks Barry, I guess, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." So I actually thought that was a joke because I was hearing someone else talk about the footage they saw. But no, it's true. They actually put that in there.
When you said his iconic line to Barry, I thought he was going to say that mistletoe could be deadly if you eat
it. And then he gets hit over the head with a chair.
Yeah, chairs can be deadly.
Damn it, Ezra! Cut. Well, and going back to Ezra, there's also complaints on sets of the projects he did. So this wasn't just his Hawaiian vacay. Boogaloo.
So it's not just the party boy lifestyle that's in trouble. He's actually problematic on set.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Okay. Well,
it's all come back to me now.
Thoughts and prayers, Ezra.
Yes. Yes. Good luck, man.
I was going to ask earlier, and this is probably way off topic, but didn't like a female come forward with allegations against him for abuse? I was curious if anybody else heard that.
Yeah,
I think I've heard something about that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like a year ago. Here's a video of him choking a girl, but she's like laughing in it, And then he like swings her down to the ground, and it looks like they're like in some kind of nightclub or something. And it looks like he puts her down on a mattress. Like it looked like a joke. And so I didn't really take it seriously. But then a year later, I'm like, fuck, he's, well, it just looked like he was having fun with a fan. And no, I guess that was serious back then. So, but it got squashed. So, yeah.
I remember talking about that.
They're not doing him a favor.
That we did.
Yeah. Because a lot of people were like, "Oh, he hurt this," or and I'm like, "I didn't see that. I don't know what I saw, but it looked they're both smiling." So I'm like, I'm just confused. What the hell happened? So it was a stupid video. Who knows what? But now, in hindsight, I guess that was serious. So he's an a-hole. But hey, I can't wait to see The Flash. They should just take his name off the film,
Wear riot gear when you're on your way to the theater.
It'll just be Michael Keaton as it should be, and then whoever else after that.
That's all I'm there for.
Yes.
Honestly, I could give a shit less about Barry Allen.
Yes.
Anyway, moving into CinemaCon, do you want to cover that, Josh?
Sure. So CinemaCon is like a big convention for movie theaters owners to go to, and it's still going on. They're going to be screening Top Gun 2 this week for them, and they've released the Disney slate of films from 2022 to 23, and then Avatar 2 has a title, which is just fucking rock on, The Way of the Water. So.
That guy and his boner for water.
He's almost killed people over that.
It's just go live underwater already.
What's his face? Ed. He was
shit.
Ed O'Neill. No, not Ed O'Neill. Shit. Who's the guy? Damn it.
Ed Harris.
Yes, thank you. I think he punched Cameron on the set of Abyss because, the whole underwater. Theatrics he expected out of the actors and stuff, and I think Ed Harris punched his ass.
Like almost drown or something like that.
Yes, I think that was it. Yeah,
I think Ed Harris also really slapped the shit out of Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio when she was in that scene.
Yes, it was that
when she was like drowned.
Well, I've heard that, but when they rip open her shirt, exposing her breasts, I don't think that was planned. That's kind of like something out of nowhere in Abyss. You're like, oh, it's kind of a family film. Boobs. So
I do remember watching that with my grandma.
That was an awkward part, right? Like, oh god. So how's the weather today? But I've heard a lot of horror stories about Cameron and his dedication to the craft, if you will. From the sounds of it, they've upped the technology of shooting underwater and I guess simulating underwater through motion cap and all that. So I heard a long time ago Kate Winslet's in this, and she's playing Rose again. So it's really cool. They reanimated her for the film. And no, I'm kidding.
Back as Cyber Rose.
Yes. Still no Jack, sons of bitches. Leo just didn't want to sign on, but she's I guess playing an avatar as well. I'm guessing. But I heard she held her breath for 11 minutes. That's probably with Cameron's hand on her face under the water. No.
I wish she wouldn't have signed up. I love her.
Oh, she's great. No, she's great. Yeah.
She's a tremendous actress.
Oh, she's fantastic. Yes. But, I mean, we'll see what a trailer comes. I'm sure there's going to be some new technical thing that will... I don't know if Avatar would have been as successful if it didn't have that 3D gimmick at the time, because that was like advanced 3D. We had shitty 3D before that, so I don't know.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like been called the Dances with Wolves knockoff. I do see that in some other films, but yeah.
See, I saw it in 3D, and then I saw it like standard.
Yeah,
and I wasn't blown away by either.
Really? Yeah.
Like I was kind of just like, fuck, get on with it. Like we get it, kind of thing.
I do like that I can fast forward to the very end battle scene because that's all I care to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that battle scene was great. Like if the entire movie had been like that, fuck yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Josh, with the CinemaCon, and you said Disney talking about their slate of movies. Did they say anything about Rogue Squadron in that? Is that?
No, I didn't see.
2023, or is that beyond?
I didn't see anything about that. I hate when they announce shit and then they don't follow through, because Patty Jenkins had to stop with the project for some stupid reason. I'm sure she didn't get along with Kathleen Kennedy or some crap. I don't know, but I don't know if we're going to get that film, which sucks.
They did have a leak for a new title, though, for some project they're working on called Tales of the Jedi.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's going to be like, whatever. I'm sick of Jedi at this point.
Yeah. Well, there's so much
put me off about Jedi.
It just makes the universe small. It's like you have all this other shit out there. Explore it. Yeah. There's so much other cool shit out there.
I did just find an article as I was like Googling it that this was from 3 hours ago. What website is this? Slashfilm.com.
Okay.
If that's reputable or not, but anyway,
I think it is.
It says that Rogue Squadron is still coming to 2020 or coming in 2023, according to Disney.
Okay, awesome.
So,
I hope so. God, you can't just announce shit like that and take it away. That's stupid. I mean, from what I saw,
they might wait until Celebration to announce anything like that anyway.
That's true. Yeah, this slate is just so far. The MCU mostly, and they got some Disney ones in there too. You got Little Mermaid they've announced for May 26th. I mean, I'll go in order. Lightyear, which looks pretty good, I think. It's coming June 17th. Thor, July 8th. Avatar, they're going to re-release it, of course, to get some money. September 24th. Bill will be there with his popcorn, I'm sure.
Yep.
Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Shotgun.
Wakanda Forever is November 11th, which is crazy. I didn't really think that was coming so soon.
I didn't think that was going to be this year yet.
I didn't either. Okay. I didn't either. I was like, whoa, really? Okay. Avatar 2, of course, December 16th. The Marvels, that'll be February 17th. So we're moving into 23, obviously. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, May 5th. Little Mermaid, like I said before, May 26th, 2023. Indy 5, which I was hoping there's a title, but no, they didn't have that yet. That's coming June 30th, 2023, and then Ant-Man 3, July 28th, 2023. So,
does anyone else on this cast dislike the live-action Disney remakes as much as me?
Or
do you guys enjoy it?
Yes,
hit and miss, yeah.
Yep, same.
Mulan was a waste. I mean, I didn't see that, but I know they took out the Talking Dragon. Was that what Eddie Murphy played or something like that? Yeah. Anyway, they took that out to be more realistic, but I heard in the end it was like a sorcery battle. Like, what was the point? It's still supernatural.
I think the only one I even remotely enjoyed was The Lion King, because that was still animated in my opinion. It was
right. It didn't. Yeah, it wasn't really live action, was it?
Yeah.
That was kind of a joke.
But I don't think I've liked any of the other ones.
I took my kids to see Beauty and the Beast. That was all right. Cinderella was all right, but
I guess it's not that they're like. I'm not saying they're bad movies. I just think the animated films are better.
Yeah. They can do more.
Yeah. It's hard. It's like comparing the Johnny Depp Alice in Wonderland to the animated version.
Yeah.
Like, it's a classic. You can't really compare the two. You just have to look at it as kind of like a separate entity altogether.
Right.
That's what I had to do to get, because I was on that with Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, so like Beauty and the Beast I loved because Emma Watson is tremendous. Like, she can do no wrong. She's an awesome actress. Mm-hmm. Aladdin I actually enjoyed, even though it was Will Smith and not Robin Williams. But I looked at it as like, totally different thing.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't trying to be the original Aladdin.
No. And they got a big personality to play him, which is fine. Will Smith's big personality.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I would have taken more of that, like, Big Willie style type.
Yeah.
Personality.
Like, you could have done the soundtrack.
Let me finish.
Like
I would have taken more of that away from his performance in Suicide Squad and applied it to Aladdin.
There you go.
But Aladdin was still good. Mulan was okay. Yeah. Lion King I wasn't impressed with just because, Pumbaa was fucking Seth Rogen. I'm Lord Hog, bitch. I'm kind of looking forward to The Little Mermaid just because, and this might be a hot take, so I don't want to offend anybody out there, but I did not like the animated Little Mermaid at all.
What?
It was pretentious. It was fucking annoying. I didn't like it.
It was only the greatest movie ever made. What?
The greatest thing about that movie was the fact that they had a dick on the cover.
What?
The Palace, right? There's a lot of dicks on the Palace, isn't there?
There was a...
Megan's like, I gotta watch this right now.
On the okay, you can't find it anymore, but on the VHS cover of Aladdin, there was a big old penis at the top of the castle. It was one of those, like, Disney Easter eggs, like, dude, you gotta pause it, because he's got his dick out. That and the preacher at the end that was marrying him had a giant fucking boner.
Is this in the live action one?
No, this is...
Sorry.
I really hope it was. Oh my god, I'd love to see Disney Plus edit that out.
Cinemax presents The Little Mermaid.
He's holding a freaking walkie-talkie in front of his junk. There we go.
Starring Ron Jeremy before all his allegations.
That's who should have been cast as Mario, goddammit.
Oh my god, take that, Toad.
Come down my pipe, baby. Oh god, we're gonna get restricted. Anyway,
I got fireballs.
I bet he does. Wouldn't put it past him. Poor guy.
Do you wanna?
A hedgehog and every little hole.
Oh god. Crossover.
Yeah, he could. His nickname was the Hedgehog. He could play a live-action Sonic. I'm just saying.
Blue Tail. There you go.
But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not like. If anything, the live-action Little Mermaid is only going to improve my thoughts on that franchise.
Yeah,
if you can call it a franchise.
It could.
So.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Well, good. Then you have your expectations are as high.
I have zero expectations going into that movie.
Yeah.
No, my favorite character is the talking seagull, and you take him out, then what do I got?
Oh, the talking seagull! Fuck yeah, he was awesome.
Oh yeah, they're gonna probably take him out.
You know, give me the scratch short on that guy, but yeah, he was good.
It'll just make it seagull noises. That's probably all it'll do. Who knows? But then the crab has to talk, right? So, oh my god.
Sebastian.
Yes.
Come on.
They're not gonna. He's not gonna be Jamaican. They're not gonna do that.
What?
Nope.
Why?
Is he Jamaican or French?
Was he?
He was
French.
He was like French Macon.
Okay.
There we go.
Macon. That's even better, Jonah. Thank you.
Some white. Yeah. You think some white guy voiced him? No. It was.
They'll get Hank Azaria to voice him.
Oh god. It'll be something. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what choices they're gonna make. That's the problem, though. These live actions are just you can't really transition them well from animation to that. I mean, I don't know. But we'll see.
I really wish Steve was on here to give me his take, but I found this out a couple days ago, like a day or two ago. One of those. So Sony is making another Spider-Man villain movie, and they have cast Bad Bunny, the rapper/wrestler, to play El Muerto.
Okay, I don't know who Bad Bunny is, and I don't know who El Muerto is.
Exactly.
I don't either.
Where's
He's getting a
my
movie?
Man standalone movie, damn it.
Anyway. I only know about Bad Bunny because I think he was involved in some sort of, like, murder investigation, if I remember correctly, on a podcast that I listened to that actually was set up by some former band member of Incubus. So
holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, if he's part of the WWE, he's probably killed somebody.
But at the time of the podcast, I had never heard of that rapper either, and I was like, what do you mean?
I haven't heard of him.
Well, get ready, kids.
Aside from just a few things, but anyway, so
he's going to get a McDonald's toy.
Is if Kathy Griffin is a D-list celebrity, then El Muerto is like a Z-list villain. Like, Stiltman's more popular than this guy. And Stiltman sucks. Okay? So, apparently he's getting his own standalone film. Why?
So,
I don't know.
That's weird. So, there was an El Muerto movie from 2007 directed by Brian Cox, which was based on a comic book series called El Muerto, the Aztec Zombie.
Whoa.
I don't think it has anything to do with this El Muerto.
So, okay, you know how in the comics Bane has like that luchador look to him?
Mm-hmm.
If you took that and you put it through the Wish.com Made in Korea filter, that's what El Muerto would look like. And somehow, I don't know the backstory behind this guy. All I know is that obviously, well, not I don't want to say that, but all I know is that he's supposed to be a luchador.
Is this somebody that Spider-Man fought like when he was a wrestler, and then the guy goes?
He's a more recent villain, I think, because he was not in the Ditko Spider-Mans at all.
So I don't know.
He wasn't Crusher Hogan or anything like that. So
yeah. I don't know anything about the contractual agreement between like Sony and Marvel with these licensed properties. So completely uneducated opinion here.
Uh-huh.
But this movie could be like the nail in the coffin for Sony's licensed properties. I mean, could Disney be like, stop fucking making these shit movies?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, as long as Sony is putting out movies that have Spider-Man licensed properties in them,
they maintain the
rights. So they can make a Flash Thompson standalone movie in 2025.
I would rather see that because he was Venom for a while.
Yeah, but could you see the No Way Home Flash being Agent Venom?
No.
So the direction they were going, like post Morbius, right, made sense because the next one in the step was Kraven. Kraven's been a member of the Sinister Six,
yeah,
which is what Morbius set up at the end of it. So far you've got Morbius, Vulture, Kraven. I don't know, El Muerto.
Yeah, is he that interesting to be on his own? That's just crazy.
I don't know if this was like a late April Fool's joke, but I'd rather see a live action Condiment King movie.
Right.
Than to see some background bullshit Spider-Man character get his own movie.
Well, so who knows if this even gets to the final. This could just be Amy Pascal talking out of her ass. Who knows?
This could be another one of those like Soulja Boy things where like, hey, I'm making a new console.
Yeah.
It could be one of those things like where it's like Bad Bunny's just talking out of his ass and somebody ran with it.
That could be that. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know. I just wanted to put my 2 cents on that.
Unless they're putting that character in the new Across the Spider-Verse film that's going to be out like, I don't know, 2023, 2024. Maybe he's kind of like Spider-Pig, how stupid that is. Who knows?
I don't know.
I would rather see
Super Pro movie.
Oh, dude, NFL Super Pro was the shit.
And didn't Spider-Man guest star in that first issue?
Of course he did, because he guest starred in every shitty 90s knockoff superhero first issue to give it legitimacy.
You're lumping Night Watch into that, and he was awesome. Night Watch was Marvel's
Night Watch was cool. I'll give you that. Night Watch was cool, even if he did look like Batman in hockey pads.
I'm wearing hockey pads.
The cool thing, I want to throw this little Easter egg out there. The only reason why NFL Super Pro got made was so that a Marvel executive could get season tickets.
What?
And it lasted for 12 issues.
Oh my god! Did he get a ticket?
He had some kick-ass villains though.
Yeah.
He had a guy with a giant 8-ball on his head that had an explosive fucking cue stick.
No, wait, awesome. Wait, he fought Super Pro? Because I know he fought Sleepwalker. Did that guy fight Super Pro too?
He did.
Ah.
And there was a guy named Quick Kick who was a...
Well, that's just Joe ripoff.
Former NFL punter who was turned into a cybernetic ninja that could cut through time.
What? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with these characters? Cocaine?
Lots of cocaine.
Lots of cocaine.
Oh, man.
It was the 90s, dude.
Yeah, it's true. Mullets.
Nothing was off the table. You put
halogen
extreme
lamps
in front of it, and you can fucking do it.
Yep.
Anyway. I mean, you had a Marvel character named Speedball. Like, that just shows you everything you need to know right there.
I just pictured a tornado.
Cool.
Like,
he was my favorite New Warrior. This Speedball.
See, my favorite New Warrior was Night Thrasher.
Well, you know.
Someday.
He was Black Batman with a skateboard. That was awesome.
So was Rocket Racer, but let's not get into that.
Oh, God.
Anyway, moving on to TV. Moving on to TV, Josh. You know way more about the Orville than I do because I never saw that.
Well, I don't know how many people here have watched the Orville. I enjoy the show. I think even as a non Star Trek fan, even a non Seth MacFarlane fan.
You're not far off. I've seen the late seasons of Family Guy.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, when the Orville was coming out, a lot of people were kind of like, I don't know if they were done with Seth MacFarlane, but I know the critics slammed the show. Yeah,
I think they were done with live action Seth MacFarlane.
And you know what? I didn't actually. I saw the first 10. I didn't see the second one. I actually kind of enjoyed his. Was it 100 Ways to Die in the West? I kind of like that one. I don't know. I'm probably the only one, but. I didn't see Ted 2, so I don't know if that's... And he's doing a series off Ted now, too, which I'm like, I don't know.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. But
you need more money.
Yeah. Well, he's a huge Star Trek fan, okay? So he started... He put together this Orville show, and in the beginning, it was like... It seemed like it was just going to be comedy, and I actually enjoyed it, and it actually has heart to it, and some seriousness. And it's basically like a huge love letter to Star Trek: The Next Generation, but with humor, of course. And it's got a lot of great guest stars on there. It ran on Fox for 2 seasons, 2017 and 2019. It was canceled and it was picked up by Hulu for a 3rd season. And then, of course, the pandemic hit and that halted production. But yeah, they finally have a release date, June 2nd, 2022 on Hulu. Looks like it's only back for 1 season. Maybe they could go more seasons in the future, but I think all the cast have been okay to proceed, other projects and all that. But the sets and everything since the jump to different studios have gotten an upgrade, and Star Trek's veteran designer Doug Drexler has joined the team, so he's got his little touch on it. So it looks pretty good. There's a trailer out there right now. It looks really, really good. I'm not a big fan of new Star Trek. This is what we should be getting in some ways. Maybe not so much humor, but I forgive it because it's not Star Trek.
I was going to say, like, I have not watched an episode in my life, so feel free to correct me on this. From the trailers I've seen of the Orville, like of previous seasons and stuff like that, it reminds me a lot of classic TNG.
Yeah, it's lit the same way. Yeah,
feel.
Yep,
like
colors,
episodic kind of.
Yes, episodic, and also has some arcs too, which they're done just right. Like they set up some things they can touch on later on, but they also have standalone shows, and I think that's the best way to do this type of storytelling. So the universe is kind of being built at the same time. I really think anybody would like this show, especially if you like TNG, because it's like I said, it's a love letter, and I think you would. I think you could stand Seth MacFarlane in the show, honestly.
So he's not being like full on Brian Griffin and trying to push a political agenda.
No, he's trying to be serious because he's the captain. And he's trying to be like more serious, but there is some like humor in there. Norm Macdonald, rest in peace. He played a character on there, an alien that was like this gelatin like creature. It was funny.
Oh, cool.
But there's been like a lot of guest stars. The effects are pretty good, and I think they've even gotten better since they jumped to Hulu. But yeah, you should definitely check out the trailer for it. It's really good. I think everything's on Hulu right now. The rest of the other seasons. So there's always a guest star that pops up that's really like, oh my god, that's so cool. With makeup or without makeup. But no, it's good. So yeah, this new season 3 is called The Orville New Horizons, and it will be on Hulu June 2nd. So I think everyone out there should check it out. And then maybe we'll cover it on Star Trek Mission Report, even though it's not Star Trek, but just kind of I guess compare and contrast. But no, it's cool. It's really cool. And there's like, especially in the pilot episode, there's like some huge nod effect shots to like Star Trek the motion picture and other things like that. Like, a lot of geek stuff to pick out in there. And John Favreau, I think, directed a couple of the episodes. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
He's a part of it. It's a big cool show, I think, and
check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. All right, before you guys move into the next category, I gotta bail. I gotta bounce out of here.
No problem.
Okay.
So thanks for having me on, as always. If there anybody who listens to this, if their feelings were hurt by any of the commentary tonight, Megan, be sure to share your email address again at the end for complaints.
Touche.
Donald.j.trump@us.gov. I don't know if that's real or not. Don't spam that email. Especially saying Bill on Field of Geeks told me.
Well, you guys have a good rest of the show and enjoy your evenings.
We'll do. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. We can go right to games if that's cool.
Okay, so a couple things I have here. Sony has created a game preservation team. Which could not have come at a better time, seeing as how they're rolling out the PlayStation Plus premium service in June. This team is specifically dedicated to preserving IPs from previous iterations of the PlayStation. So like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, etc. Not a whole lot of information on this yet. Literally this just got kind of leaked via a tweet from the head guy on this game preservation team. But their whole goal with this is to like kind of preserve those past pieces of media so that, you don't have to wait for, somebody to get a wild hair up their butt and do a remaster or a remake of this game from your past. Like,
right.
That property is going to be protected, and at some point, you can still go back and play it, probably on the new streaming service coming out. So that's kind of a good thing. I think that's great. There's a lot of great games out there that have never really been expanded upon, especially in current generation consoles. So that's tremendous for Sony. I'm very happy for that.
Yeah.
The Sega Genesis version of the Ghostbusters is finally being modified to add Winston.
Goddamn time. I didn't even know that was a problem.
Yeah. So, and I don't know that this was the limitations at the time, or if it was a popularity thing, because as a lot of fans of Ghostbusters will know, Ernie Hudson was left off of a lot of the promotional material for Ghostbusters. He wasn't even on the poster for Ghostbusters 2.
Wow.
It was just Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and the other guy.
Oh, Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis, thank you. Because originally, whole backstory to this. Originally, Winston Zeddemore was going to be played by Eddie Murphy. That didn't work out. He was replaced by Ernie Hudson. So he was kind of left out of the game because they, for one, this was released on the Sega Mega Drive, which wasn't a very popular addition to the Genesis at all. This was like an add-on kind of thing that added more, memory and stuff like that, more processing speed. But to me, it's kind of like having Ninja Turtles without Michelangelo.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's, or something along those lines. So whether it be from limitations or from the studio or licensing or whatever, they only had Peter, Raymond, and Egon.
Yeah.
In the original game. So now this is being nearly 32 laters. 30. Jesus.
That's okay.
33 liters.
Shut up.
Of Ecto Cooler.
No, I'm just kidding.
Of Ecto Cooler.
Rewind. Nearly 32 years later. Pause for effect. Okay. This is about to be corrected. So a small group of artists, designers, programmers are coming together to retroactively put him in the game. It's not a mod, so they're not putting they're not putting blackface on Bill Murray.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'd be bad.
So they're actually adding him in as a playable character, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Other companies are kind of doing similar things, like the Ninja Turtles game that IGN just put out the gameplay for. That I talked about previously. They had added April and Splinter into the game.
Nice.
As playable characters. So, we're kind of being that more inclusive kind of thing. Like 32 years ago, of course, Winston was the least popular of all the...
Which sucks, because,
of all the Ghostbusters. I mean, even Stranger Things made a joke about it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to be Winston kind of thing.
Which is why I'm so happy, like, Winston now, in the current games and the movie, it's like, he's like the big... hot shot. He's got the money and stuff.
Exactly. So I think that was one of the main reasons that that prompted this, is because in Afterlife, Winston's cool again.
Yes.
Like, he's the guy that's funding the Ghostbusters. Like, he reopened the fire station, all that stuff. So I think it's good that they're adding him back in.
Absolutely.
Way overdue.
Right.
So
yeah, I never understood that. Yeah.
And a lot of what's been popular lately is a lot of these, what I'll call a demake of games. So instead of taking an old game and revamping it for current generation software running it on Unreal Engine 5, they're taking the original game, making it so that it can run the exact way it was designed to look and play on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox 360, XS, whatever they're at now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I think that's good. They're re-including him on that. Winston, honestly, was always one of my favorites.
Yeah.
From Ghostbusters. Same. I couldn't very well be him for Halloween because I did.
Right.
I lacked the melanin.
Right.
But, I thought he was always kind of that like fish out of water guy, which is what they needed.
Yes.
To complete the team. So that was kind of cool. Another addition that's being made to Ghostbusters is a Ghostbusters VR game. So a trailer for this just recently dropped. Now this is going to be for the Meta Quest 2. At the very least, it might get future released on PlayStation VR, things like that. It's going to... originally it was asked if it was going to be a sequel to Afterlife or kind of, expand upon that. And it is, but it isn't. So it's not going to be a sequel to Afterlife. It's not going to be about Afterlife. You're just going to be a Ghostbuster.
Nice.
Going around in first person, busting ghosts. So
that'd be fun.
That's kind of the information I have on that right now.
Sweet.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it comes out to console release. Right now, the Oculus, the Meta, stuff like that, that's gaining popularity.
Sure.
But I don't think it's as widely used.
Right.
If that makes sense. And I think that's probably going to, change in the next year or two with Zuckerberg's metaverse and all that crap that he wants to do. So
yeah, forgot about that. That change. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's all I really got for gaming news. It's been kind of slow lately.
Yeah.
But you want we can move into recommendations and reviews real quick?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
Whoever wants to start.
I'll start it off with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
My God, what a series!
I think it's the best of the DC or the Disney. Disney Plus. Yep.
I will agree with you on that because I think for Marvel properties, the one that I liked the most was probably Wanda Vision.
Yep.
And this has blown it out of the water.
Yeah. Every episode.
It's got notch. More of that. It's got more of that dark feel to it. Like if I had to compare it to anything, I'd be comparing it to like Justice League Dark. You've got like Constantine and Zatanna and stuff like that. I think this is really setting the stage for that.
Yeah, this is really
Midnight
good.
Suns kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think they've said that, by they, I mean Disney, has said that they're using this as a limited series. There probably won't be a season 2, but it's not the last we're going to see of Moon Knight. So go check it out. New episode dropped today.
Yeah.
Recording on Wednesday, the 27th.
It was good. Another solid.
I have not, don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I mean, Oscar Isaac, my God, what a performance.
Yeah.
I cannot recommend him enough. Can't recommend
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke enough. Yeah. And it makes me even more excited to see The Black Phone.
Yes.
Because he's playing a super creepy character in that, and he plays a kind of creepy character in this. So
he's good at the creepy. Yeah, The Black Phone, that looks great.
Awesome.
Yeah, Moon Knight is excellent. Yeah.
And The Black Phone, if you've not seen the trailer for that yet, go check it out.
It's creepy, and it's got an awesome twist on a story that you probably have seen many times or have heard of many times, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it kind of falls into that, obligatory horror movie release for this early summer kind of thing.
But it's got a nice supernatural element to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, my God. If anybody can pull off a creepy character,
he's good at it, man. Yeah.
He is good at it.
Oscar Isaacs had to get him on board. He talked him into it, I think. And they have great chemistry, like top notch. Every episode has been solid. Like there's not been a bad episode yet, in my opinion.
So
yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It gives me the kind of vibes like if the MCU had a baby with the Brendan Fraser Mummy franchise.
Yeah.
This would be the love child.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it.
It just was crafted beautifully. They really should take in these writers and directors and use them for other projects because I think they just nailed it. It's great.
Oh, I agree.
It's fantastic. And I didn't even know much about the character. I'm super interested in the character now. And, I'm anxious. I don't know. Did you know much of the character from the comics?
So 90s me would say no.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I liked him because he had a cool costume.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've started to kind of go back and do some research on Mark Spector and Moon Knight as the character itself. And I think it's definitely worth kind of brushing up on it.
Yeah.
The Marvel Wiki, I think it's like the Marvel Fandom Wiki or something like that, has a good article on it.
Sure.
To kind of get you brushed up on the publication history. But, yeah, Moon Knight is a very cool character. I'm glad they're finally bringing in some of the darker side of the MCU.
Yeah, so it's like Inception, like thought processing throughout. It's cool.
You never know who's controlling what actions. So that's kind of cool.
Yep.
It's definitely really cool series to go check out. And
it's a hit. I'm for it being limited for sure.
So I think what is it? This is the second to last episode.
Yes, week, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And
nice.
Once again, it's a great episode. So yeah, everyone go out and check that out. And also, I like to recommend. This is a crazy, trippy movie that's out right now, and it's gaining more and more traction as the weeks pass. But it's called Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It stars Michelle Yeoh. Probably gonna butcher his name. Ke Quan. He played Short Round in Indiana Jones, and he was in The Goonies as Data.
And I heard he might be coming back for Indy 5.
I don't know. I hope so. But my fear is, this is his comeback part in this movie. He took 20 years off of acting. So he's kind of hot right now. just because his performance in the movie is fantastic and he does so many cool things in it. It's a shame, like, if they would have done indie, like filmed it after this success, I wonder if they would have brought him in for sure. Either way, I hope they may have brought him in. I don't know. Maybe they'll do some reshoots at this point. Who knows? But he's really good in this film. And I'm so happy for him because, you know, he just had those 2 hits and he just kind of disappeared. He didn't really see him anymore. And he grew up.
Yeah, he was kind of like one of those guys like Corey Feldman that you thought was going to be around for a while. And he just kind of disappeared. But,
well, and he only had 2 hit movies. That's it, you know?
Well, I mean, and to his credit, he didn't fall into that loophole of trying to juggle school and, you know, things like that a lot of child actors kind of fall into. So,
right.
That's cool. That is definitely on my theater playlist to go see. I still haven't seen Sonic 2 yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. Yeah.
I haven't seen Uncharted.
Like I'm
way behind.
Same.
So,
but yeah, this movie's awesome. It's like a multiverse storyline. And it's about saving the universe and family itself. Really good. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh's in it. James Hong, who he's like in his 90s. This guy's he's getting a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, I believe. So, you know, much deserved. But he's been in the business for a long time. Yeah, he was the villain in Great Trouble, Little China. Oh gosh, what else? Wayne's World 2. He was Cassandra's father. He's been in so many films. I'm just blanking right now, but dude's been in a lot of films. He's a big character actor. I think he was even in Seinfeld. Jamie Lee Curtis, like all these actors really, they have so many different dimensions of their characters in this film. It's really hard to describe, and it's still hard to understand what I saw, but it was so good. Like, it's just a good story. It's just, and it's original, you know, it's not like, you know, we've seen this before. I mean, maybe in like a superhero type of film, but this is like a whole new animal and it's really cool. And it's shot really uniquely and it's just cool how they use a lot of veteran actors. And I'm just so happy for Quan to get this part to come back to. And yeah, he said he felt he came back to acting after he saw Crazy Rich Asians because he was like, oh wow, I'm like seeing so many iterations of Asian culture, you know, it's not stereotyped or whatever and stuff, and it just brought him back to it. I was just gonna say, like, I wonder if that didn't influence him taking the time off from acting, because when he played Short Round and he played Data on, you know, in the Goonies and stuff like that, that was around that era where like Asian actors were getting typecast. Like, yes, I think that's what happened.
Or good at martial arts, and
right. Yep.
You know, that kind of made me sick a little bit, like to see that, you know, because there's some really good Asian actors out there that didn't quite get their due. But
and if you look back, it's terrible. It's so bad, like some of those portrayals. But yeah, I think that's why he stepped away. He didn't get any part that he really wanted to do. It was just kind of typecasting, probably.
Which I get. I mean,
yeah.
You know, there's so many child actors that like, oh, you have a role for me? Okay.
Right.
Where do I sign?
Right. And they just overdo the same character. Yeah. But I hope this opens the doors. I think it will. He does so much cool shit in this film. I don't want to give it away, but he does. I'll just say he does something amazing with a fanny pack. That's all I'm going to say. You got to see it. It's really cool. And he still sounds like the kid too. It's kind of funny, you know, his actual voice.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. That's one I definitely want to see in theaters.
Yeah, so. I mean that's it's worth your money. We're getting a lot of films lately that are non-superhero films. For instance, I didn't plan on reviewing it, but I just saw The Northman, and
was that good?
I enjoyed it. It was a lot easier to follow. This director, I didn't plan on reviewing it. I don't know why I didn't think to review it, but this director did The Lighthouse, which is a trippy film that's got Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe in it. It's shot in black and white. It's kind of hard to follow. And his first film was The Witch. I didn't see that one. But this one is a lot easier to follow. It's not exactly like a Braveheart type of film. It's very brutal and doesn't shy away from, going against the grain, I guess, when it comes to this type of storytelling. But no, I liked it. It's very violent, brutal. Ethan Hawke's in it. He's like everywhere. He's popping up everywhere.
Oh, I know, man.
No,
he's one of those actors that just like shows up every 5 years, and then it's just like he's in fucking everything.
Oh, he's everywhere. Yeah. It's got, I think it's Stellar Skarsgård. I think that's how you say his name. This is all off like the cuff here. Man, he got jacked. He gained like 20 pounds of muscle for this film, and the fight scenes are just brutal as hell. They're so realistic, and yeah.
I'll totally be the first one to admit this. As soon as I saw him attached to a project called The Northman, I thought it was going to be a True Blood prequel.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, his character is named Eric Northman, and he's a Viking.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Of course. Of course you'd think that. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
No, but it's trippy and
I loved
good.
I loved him in that live-action Tarzan.
Yeah.
They did with Margot Robbie, I think, was in that, too.
Yep. Yeah, he even got more buff for this one, and he did a damn good job. Yeah, it's really good. I do like it. It, like I said, it's not a Braveheart. It's not like, this is sweet.
I didn't expect it to be. I mean, like the thought I got from watching the trailer was it was kind of like a 300 type of movie.
Yeah, yeah. And in the end, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to give it away, but it was a lot easier to follow. I was surprised. Unless I didn't understand it. There is some hallucination moments in the film, so maybe I didn't read into something accurately, but worth seeing. I'll just say that. It's worth seeing. I liked it. And yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Those are like two examples right now of films out there that are, it kind of gets you out of the, I love hero films and all that. Obviously, we talk about that a lot in the show, but it's nice and refreshing to get some like original shit out there that kind of brings you back to the cinema outside of the Marvel DC stuff. But yeah, top notch. Great stuff. And yeah, these were both made for like low budgets, so they've already made their money back. So it's, successful. Very good. Very cool. Worth seeing. About you, Megan, you got any recommendations?
I just have one super quickly here. It's on Hulu. I don't know what Hulu's got in their bag of tricks, but they're doing something right, I feel. And so this one is not super villain. Oh my God, super villain. Well, I feel like a super villain, not superhero related. But it is called The Girl from Plainview. Or Plainville. Yes. God, Bill, what did you do? It's like I have diarrhea of the mouth right now.
I gave you all a cold through the mic.
Now you know what it feels like. I'm not going to edit out your part. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me start again. It's called The Girl from Plainville. It is based off of a true story. It has Ellie Fanning in it. It's got Colton Ryan, and then I could never pronounce her last name correctly, but Chloe
Savini?
Here we go.
Grace Moritz.
Yep. That's basically just about, there was a trial that happened where a young female was tried for the assisted murder-suicide of another younger gentleman. Like I said, based off of a true story. Lots of true crime podcasts have covered it. Lots of TV shows have covered it. Like true crime TV shows have covered it. Super interesting. And then they dropped episodes kind of like they did for The Dropout. And I believe the last one, at least that I can see, is already out and aired on the 26th. So
we started watching that like weeks back, and plan on watching it again. Just got busy with other things, but yeah, I mean, this girl was in the headlines maybe a year or two ago, maybe, or more. Yeah, because she basically through text told her boyfriend to kill himself. Right? Is that kind of the gist of it? Yeah. So
yep. I don't know if they were dating. I think there's a lot of speculation about that. But it's definitely someone she was seeing. So.
Yeah. She's an odd one. That's for sure. I think there's a documentary out there too. I don't know if it's on Hulu. I haven't seen it yet, but is it Ely?
There is a documentary on Hulu because I remember, seeing it. But I don't remember what it's called. But yes, there's a documentary. I have to look it up.
And yeah, Ely Fanning. Is that her name? Ely?
Is it Ellie? Does she pronounce it Ellie?
Maybe Ellie. She's a great actress. That's just what I was getting to. She's she's got a show on Hulu as well. It's really good. I forgot what it's called.
Yes, it's The Great.
Yes, that's really fun. I like that show. It's very interesting.
I really feel like Hulu's doing something right. I feel like they have a lot of good content.
I still haven't finished Pam and Tommy. Have you guys seen that at all?
I haven't.
Pam and Tommy. Yes, I did. I did finish it. Sorry, I had to think about what that was.
I know. I need to finish it. I saw like the first 2 episodes. Bill, you'll be excited to know that Seth Rogen is in this show. So.
Oh, I know he is.
Oh, you do? Yeah, yeah.
I subscribe to his nothing.
No, but yeah, Hulu's got a lot of great content.
I need to subscribe to Hulu after this because my God, you're telling me about the Orville and all this other cool stuff.
I know. You should check it out. We'd love to hear your opinion on it, but
disclaimer: we are not sponsored by Hulu.
No.
Please, we'd love to be. So
there's another one I was just going to mention.
I'll give you Megan's email.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, please don't do that. I watched this at the recommendation of a family member. And it was one of them. It's a movie. It's a thriller movie that's on there. It's called Fresh. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, or if you talked about it.
Fresh.
I've seen many a YouTube ad about it.
Yeah, it has Sebastian Stan, and it's got Daisy Edgar Jones, and then somebody I'm not familiar with, which is JoJo Gibbs. Those are the headlining stars. I'm not a huge Sebastian Stan fan. I know a lot of people are. I know there's like a cult following with him. I don't understand it. It is what it is. But it's one of those movies that I watched and I was intrigued. I don't think I particularly liked it, but then I can't stop thinking about it at the same time. It's basically starts off with the female or the main character. She is, trying to find, a date through many of the applications that are available to us, and she it's not working for her. She randomly meets Sebastian Stan's character at the grocery store. They head it off. Well, it turns out that Sebastian Stan likes to sell human flesh.
Oh.
So he pretends to... What?
Sorry, I was just remembering they were in a store. I was like, Hy-Vee. It's that Hy-Vee dating show. Human skin, yum. It's our chicken.
That's where Isla Smokehouse jerky comes from.
He basically says he wants to, take her out for the weekend, and then he brings her to this house where he chains her up, and it's basically that she tries to get out, and the whole movie. So
wow.
It's not like slasher horror or anything like that, but it's definitely a thriller, and it was like I said, I didn't necessarily like it, but I still find myself thinking about it because it stands alone. This movie does.
Right.
So
it's got a cool idea to it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Fresh. Ooh. That's haunting itself. Fresh. So that's on Hulu too, you said, right?
Yep, that's also on Hulu. I know it was on their spotlight for a while for things to watch, but I don't know if it still is.
Fantastic. Yeah, I guess this is a Hulu week. Everyone check out Hulu.
Yeah.
For everything.
Exactly.
Just do some plugs before we go. Field of Geeks. Wherever you seek out your podcasts, there we be. Network of shows, also fieldofgeeks.com. We'll soon be having our website a little updated, hopefully, and get some merch out there. So yeah, we gotta get together and make some planning on that front. Also like to thank Raven X for our great song. You can check out his stuff at ravexmusic.bandcamp.com. And of course, Bill, I guess, well, I'll have you take it away.
Well, I'm going to back up real quick, and I'm going to give my own additional plug for Raven Xavier because he just released about 5 days ago on his YouTube channel, Ravex Music. He released a song called Evil Bass Solo, which fucking rocks.
Nice.
Also, I just want to let him know, in case he's listening to this, Scarecrow is one of my favorite tracks of all time. That is amazing. And if you ever want to write an intro for me, let me know.
Ooh. Bet he would.
Moving on. I am now the channel formerly known as 515 Gaming. Not officially yet, but a little backstory here. I know I put out a video on there, and it's on my Facebook and YouTube and everything like that. So I was doing a little digging, and there's about 5 or 6 other 515 Gamings out there.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Yep. Some of them are older, some of them are newer, whatever. None of them have the parentheses around the 515 because they're not cool like me. But, representing Des Moines, Iowa. There we go.
There you go.
Anyway, just for respect to them and respect to myself and respect to my channel, I want something that's a little more unique. So I have put something out there on both my YouTube and my Facebook, facebook.com/515gaming, or of course 515 gaming with the parentheses around the 515 at YouTube. My latest video out there. If you want to comment, if you have any ideas, please check out the video first to kind of get the full context, even though I've pretty much given you the clip notes. But I'm looking to kind of rebrand the channel. I've got I know I've been kind of on hiatus a little bit as of late here, getting over health issues, things with work, normal adult life stuff. But I do have a very specific roadmap going forward for the channel. So if you would give me your input on there. I've got a few ideas so far that I'm kind of running with, so we'll see what happens. And yeah,
great.
That's about it.
Great. Yeah. Well, we'll get Steve ready to call out your new name.
Yeah. Well, until that rebrand does happen, of course, everything will be under 515 Gaming. All my existing videos will stay on the channel. It'll just be renamed. So
sure.
You're not missing out on anything, and I wouldn't do that to any of my subscribers. So thank you all for your support, and I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And Megan, you mind saying Steve line?
515 Gaming.
There you go.
That's good.
We got a new intro. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah.
But yeah, of course, also stevescomicblog.com. Check that out. Steve's got some...
And Toys for All Ages.
Yes.
At YouTube.
Yes. Jonah's channel. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Well, this was great. Thanks a lot, Bill, for helping me out. Everyone for helping me out, of course, as usual. Yes, thank you. I am. I'm going to cough up a lung after this, but it'll feel good.
I'll send you my Venmo after this.
Yes. I just lost my phone.
I get paid in thumbs up.
NFT.
Oh, God, no. We're not doing Kill the Geeks NFTs.
No.
I will quit. Full stop.
But yeah, we'll definitely be back. And yeah, for now, I'm Josh.
I am Bill.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Megan.
And Jonah. Take care, guys.